Well, that sucked. Oh, boy. So, yeah, like I say, this probably won't be that long of a video here just because it's one of those games you just, let it sit, let it simmer for a few hours, then you just throw it away and move on to the next one. So yeah, like I say, the Minnesota Wild lose to the LA Kings by a score of 7-3 on home ice. And yeah, I mean, basically the big difference in this game was the end of the first period, in which Pierre-Luc Dubois ended up scoring 2 goals in about 12 seconds. Because going up until that point, I mean, it was a back and forth game. I mean, Gunderstrom got the scoring started for the Kings, and then the Wild potted a couple of their own thanks to Kaprizov and Dewar. And then, like I say, the Pierre-Luc Dubois goals about 12 seconds apart to end the first period, and the Wild could just never recover from there because, well, Talbot was able to shut the door at that point, and he did let in one more goal, but for the most part, I mean, he was on, He always had a good record at the XL Energy Center, even as a member of the Wild, but yeah, I mean, the Kings just did the damn thing tonight, and you could usually kind of tell during a game when it's not going to be your night, and again, that last goal by Pierre-Luc Dubois basically said, yeah, no, it's pretty much going to be that way for the Wild tonight, because, I mean, he barely, Fleury with a horrible 5-hole, and, that basically ended it. Wild tried a couple times to capitalize and to push and to go, but at the end of the day, they just couldn't muster up enough chances. They didn't get enough opportunities, and it just basically, yeah, that was basically about it, Again, just one of those games you kind of crumple up and throw in the trash. There were a few opportunities, though, that the Wild had. They also had a few turnovers that kind of annoyed me, and just, there's still a lot of sloppiness, and there's still a lot of things that the Wild need to work on moving forward here. Power play had some chances, but they just couldn't really get anything other than, that Kaprizov tip, which I don't even think was on a power. Regardless, it was just, yeah, I mean, it was just one of those games, kind of like the Toronto game last Saturday, where you just, take your lumps and move on. Columbus comes into town on Saturday, and it is what it is, so. Oh, man. And also, I do want to, say a couple things here. I want to thank Trev for letting me on his stream and stuff like that. That was a lot of fun, even if the game didn't end up the way we wanted to. And also, I do want to send my condolences and all that stuff for, yeah, got some stuff going on. And again, man, like I say, we're all here for you and this and that and the other thing. But, yeah, I mean, like I say, don't hesitate to contact if you need anything here. So, but again, thanks for letting me on. That was a lot of fun, even if, again, the outcome sucked. But, yeah. I think that pretty much will wrap up this video for now. So, just, feel it, see it, taste it, improve, work on your stuff here, and, pick it back up on Saturday, because, again, we have Columbus coming into town here, and a game that's a pretty winnable game, but you never know. So, still a lot of season left. I'm not hitting the panic button. I mean, we're literally 4 games into the season, going on game 5. It is what it is. So, yeah. Until we meet again, this is Jacob. Have a good night.